Come here.
Thank you, everyone. Now, may I request Dr. Kavita Asnani, the main coordinator of the event, to give us some overview about this AI workshop.
Respected dignitaries on and off the days, Shri Bhushan Savaikar, Director, Directorate of Higher Education, Dr. Numbudri, Founder, Aspire Technologies, Pune, and the expert in AI and technologies and the resource person for today's workshop. Professor Nian Marsham, Professor G-Shek, respected faculty, staff, and each one of you present in this room, a very good morning to all of you. The Directorate of Higher Education and Goa State Higher Education Council is very happy today to organize this capacity building workshop in leveraging AI for pedagogical excellence in higher education. And this workshop actually was, few of you know, on plan, and we actually backtracked as a nodal office for the implementation of NEP 2020, looking at the recommendations and vision of NEP 2020 and reflected on the latest and important technologies which the policy recommends for offering quality education. With 65 higher education institutions in Goa, DHE intends through these efforts to address the diverse needs of students and faculty by empowering them in the use of ethical AI using generative AI for effective learning and research. Well, DHE in the process planned its first phase, and this happens to be the very first activity in this phase when we opened registration in the vacation time. And we happened to receive 336 faculty registrations for the workshop, out of which 280 faculty were been nominated by the principals of HEIs, and they will be attending the workshop in this week. As you all know, this workshop has been curated in a discipline-specific manner, and we have 6 clusters which have been formed as per the set of disciplines, and we have this workshop been spanned from 10th, that is today, 10th of June to 15th of June on Saturday, and we will be addressing all the higher education disciplines distributed in these 6 clusters. Well, what did we do as our pre-workshop exercise was, we floated a Google form, as you all know, and you all have filled up the Google form, and few of them asked me this morning, why did you ask so many questions in the form? And I actually, it is a mandate now. Earlier, I had it on my plan to discuss about few reflections of why the form was being designed in that manner. And we floated this Google form in order to tap the current state of AI adoption and usage in pedagogy in the higher education institutions. And it will be very interesting to share the analysis which we received in this survey. We received 336 faculty responses, and 72.6% of them said that they do use generative AI for various purposes. And out of these 75.6%, 3% of them said that they use ChatGPT. And out of this set, 51.7% responded to the use of generative AI in the classroom preparations, academic purposes, and course content generation. So it was amazing to see that it is about 50% who have already started giving a try on using AI in the classrooms. Well, from the survey, we also observed that there was fear and uncertainty among the faculty. Almost 50% of them, 47.7% of them, expressed that they were uncomfortable with the use of generative AI by the students because that reflected negative impact on learning and it showed prevalent fears. But at the same time, as you all see, there was an optimistic sentiment in this entire circle, and we had this voluntary input pressing on a permission to attend the workshop. And as we see the room full with science cluster today, over 80 participants who will be attending the workshop today. So there is a lot of openness and curiosity to learn the technology, and none other than Dr. Nambudri is here with us, who has been very instrumental at trainings in AI academics and pedagogy across India and across the borders. And he just not in training is lot of instrumental contributions, but also into development and research. So that will unfold during the day. So we all are fortunate to have our day with Dr. Nambudri, and we are looking forward at a lot to unleash. Well, the survey analysis quickly indicated to us actually what do the teachers need and what we really need to do. So the matter of fact that teachers do not need to be AI experts. Teachers actually need to be experts at teaching. And we need to use AI and generative AI as an augmentation tool to improve the teaching quality and to assist in the teaching process. So that is the underlying goal, where the role of AI needs to immediately get in as an intervention, as a formal intervention to ethical use of AI tools, techniques in teaching and learning. Therefore, we first focused on the capacity building workshops for various disciplines, where we address what AI can do and what AI cannot do and should not do in our domains. And this happens to be one of the objectives on the roadmap of DHE, which majorly contributes to 5 important initiatives. And those key areas are: 1, capacity building workshop, basically offering comprehensive AI literacy training. Second on the list, actually, so first in these trainings, we would look at how teachers can save their substantial time in class and out of class activities related to conducting the course, like creating the assessments, projects, preparing for the lesson plans, preparing for the course content, and so on. So that is something we will be looking at today. And second is, we will further look at the strong guidance and support from DHE, where we will go to TLET centers of all the colleges, where we will insist on the formation of special interest groups, where the students, faculty, and the industry practitioners and experts will involve. And we look forward at developing the use of AI as a practice in our colleges, and eventually it will get in as a culture where we will simply do it as one of the intuitive activities, and we will know how to exploit AI for our purposes than AI exploiting us. Right. Further to it, we are looking at our parallel work with the decision makers, policy makers, and important stakeholders of higher education centrally and here in Goa, so that we are able to curate our plan towards setting up of a central computing facility, a high performance facility in AI, and which will basically involve a state-of-the-art infrastructure, so that we are able to create support for the faculty to do a lot of research and innovation along with their pedagogical excellence. So since the faculty will be saving a lot of time, we won't have that hard constraint which we had been facing so far, that we want to do research but there is no time to do research. So that gateway is going to get cleared, and we would be then having the preparation of the resources necessarily required in that direction. So overall, the goal is innovation. And friends, as you all know, innovation and technology go completely hand in hand. And Schulman, way back in 2004, said that each discipline has its own pedagogical structure. So what we are looking at is discipline-specific pedagogical improvement, which will further take us to the further avenues of research together. So let us together unleash and try to explore all these parameters in the days to come. Thank you so much. Very good.
Thank you, Dr. Kavita, for sharing these insights with us. So now we'll have the release of a handbook. So before the release of this handbook, I will give you all some information about this discipline specific handbook, which you all have got during registration. Okay, so as ma'am mentioned that it is a 6-day workshop, so every day we'll have a new cluster discipline wise. So today it is for science cluster, okay, science discipline. So we have disciplines like commerce and management, health sciences, and so on. So for this workshop, we are providing you all with a reference book that includes discipline specific prompts that can greatly enhance the learning experience. By structuring this handbook this way, it ensures that faculty members can not only learn but apply AI concept themselves, but they can also effectively share this and teach this concept once they go in the college and share it with their colleagues. Okay, so now we'll have the release of this handbook. So each cluster will have a different handbook. Okay, so now I request Professor Vittal Tirvi, Professor of Research Development and Innovation, to join us on stage for the release of this handbook, and 1 or 2 participants from audience. At least one participant can join us on the stage. Anyone?
Yes, madam. I would be happy to have you.
Anyone from computer science and sciences?
I request Pradnya to get the handbooks on the stage. Thank you, everyone. It is now my pleasure to invite our resource person for the workshop, Dr. Suresh Namboothri, to say a few words.
Good morning to all. You are going to listen to me for the whole day. So I will limit it for very few words, and those words will be number one. In this program, I am not going to speak anything from internet. So once you go from here, the same thing you are not going to listen from or read from anywhere. Second thing is that I will never bore you. So the thing is, I will give you this type of the information so that it will be really exciting. Ultimately, that is the purpose of AI's use in education. Third thing is, you will be more knowledgeable, wiser than you entered this room while going out. It is my responsibility. Okay, with these few words, let me finish it and let us continue.
Thank you, sir. Now may I request our director, Shri Bhushan Savekar, to share a few words with us.
Good morning to you all, dignitaries on the dais and my friends. As you know, AI, that is artificial intelligence, has entered into our life in almost every field, and it is entering at a very rapid pace. So today we have a workshop to know more about how we can use artificial intelligence in teaching and research that we do in our day-to-day life. Dr. Suresh is with you to guide you on this topic. He has promised you that although he will be engaged, he will be taking a workshop throughout the day. He will not bore you. So ask him more and more questions. And as far as artificial intelligence is concerned, it's a new field. Even I have many questions. I have many doubts. You will also have many doubts and many questions. So please free to ask more and more questions so that he is also not bored while when he is conducting workshop. Second thing, what I want to say is this artificial intelligence. There are many doubts or many misconceptions about artificial intelligence, about whether it has to be used or whether it should not be used, how it has to be used, how it should not be used. So whether it is like whether the student should use the internet for answering his question, answering his exams. So feel free to ask the questions, get clarity on whatever the doubts you have, and enrich yourself at the end of the day with the help of our resource person. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So now we'll have a short tea break of 15 minutes and then we'll start with the first session. Okay, so I'll request everyone, all the participants and our dignitaries to join us for tea break. Okay, may I have your attention please? First we'll have a vote of thanks, okay? And then we'll have tea break. So may I now request our professor, Dr. Nian Mashon, to give a formal vote of thanks and then we'll go for a tea break.
Well, Director, our resource speaker, Dr. Suresh, coordinator, Dr. Kavita. I've got their attention now because yeah, I think we are probably a little late, no doubt. We're sorry for that. But just to thank, it's very important that we thank, and I'm the man who's going to thank. Besides our director, who has always been supportive, I think you've seen it. You all are our own people who have always come at various junctions over the years that we are here. So on behalf of DHE and GSHEC, I would like to thank our director who has always been supportive and maybe could only ask us one question, why this program, and then he's all out. So that's why he's here with us, anytime that we want his support. So thank you, sir. I'd like to also thank Dr. Suresh, who I was wondering last week how he would conduct all the 6 days, and he just gave us a briefing, and how he has that passion with him, that once you have a passion, this 6 days that you're going to conduct for 5.5 hours each day doesn't become a pressure on you. So it's a process, and I've seen his passion over last year when he was with us. So thank you so much, Dr. Suresh, who always supports the state, our state, and we would also, this is just the midway and we have a long way to go. So we need your help in so many other areas. I also like to thank Dr. Kavita, who has put ahead entire May and while some of us were on vacation, she was putting the things on the background, and that's why so many questions to you all. There's a lot of things that needs to be asked before you conduct a workshop, and that's the process that we at DHE and GSEC do. Why to have it and how to have it and what to do, because we really care about our excellence and quality in higher education. And this only is your support that you then collaborate with us, So thank each one of you who have readily accepted to come, and to which together that we can bring our quality to our next level. Of course, we cannot forget to thank the technical team here at Art and Culture, who again readily says yes to us at DHE. Anytime we conduct these events, this place is always there for us. So thank you to the Director of Art and Culture, who has, and his team. I believe the entire our team was there last night on a Sunday, putting things up, because Monday morning it had to be done. So thank all the team of GSEC and DHE who tirelessly have worked, right from yesterday. And last but not the least, in conclusion, today's event marks the beginning of an exciting journey towards pedagogical excellence powered by generative AI. Let us then continue to collaborate, innovate, and inspire each other as we work together for a brighter future for higher education. Thank you once again. We end the inaugural part, but the learning just begins. Dev Bari Guru.